Hello everyone, welcome! This is Mercurio and today we're going to do the Bard guide. I know we said last video that the next class would be the Druid, but the Bard has just launched. Larian released the panel for Hell and now Bard is online, so I guess you guys would prefer to have the Bard sooner than later. So yeah, we're going to split this guide in two guides. First, the first one, this one, to talk about the class, and the second guide to talk about the spells. But then we can have something more, maybe you guys would rather watching some two smaller videos. So let's do it. First, what is a bard? A bard, it is a full caster, much like the sorcerer or the wizard. And like the sorcerer, the bard also uses charisma as his main stat to cast spells. The bard has ton of spells that involve silence, sounds, silence, and enchantments, illusions, and stuff like that. But his list is actually pretty good. I think the bard's list is much better than the sorcerer's list. Although bards do not have access to meta magic like sorcerers do, but they have their own stuff. So let's have a look what we get at level 1. So these are spells, we're going to skip these. And next guide, I will link the guide here, or the guide will be out as soon as I can, then I will link the guide. And what we get apart from spells. We start with the instrument. These won't change anything mechanical, but it will change how your spells, your actions sound. So yeah, drums, flute, lute, lyre, violin. I don't think they're going to be adding more in the future, just pick one, whatever your heart demands. Yeah, you can actually see the instrument here, though that's nice. Oh, I like the lute. I also like the lyre. Let's have a lyre. Also like that it floats around me. Very nice. So as hit points we get a d8 hit point, so that's okay. And we are kind of like armored, sorcerers, they can't use armor, but we can, as you can see here, light armor proficiency, so we can use leather armor, stud leather armor. That means if we have a good dexterity, we have a somewhat okay AC. I mean, it's worse than a wizard or a sorcerer with mage armor, but still, we don't spend the spell slot, and actually bards do not get access to mage armor. And we also get some weapons, long swords, rapier, short sword, and crossbows. That's all right. I mean, in the beginning of the game, you're going to be using the hand crossbow if you have our high dexterity, and you can use the rapier at the beginning of the game. That's alright to have. Dexterity, charisma, saving throw, nothing really special here. Dexterity is alright, but it's not as good as Constitution and not as good as Wisdom. It would be the third best saving throw. And charisma, it's very, very rare that someone will affect you and you need charisma, but that's what we have. And an action, Bardic Inspiration. Well, how does that work? It says here, inspire an ally, can't be yourself, has to be an ally. They can look at the phrase here, they can add a plus 1d6 bonus to their next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. Basically, in less than 2 long rest, it is a bonus action, and it is not concentration. So basically, you use it when alive, and then the ally can choose to toggle between 3 modes. One mode will add 1d6 bonus to the next attack damage that hits. One mode, to the next attack roll, okay? One mode will add 1d6 to the next ability check roll, so maybe you try to pick a lock and use that. And one mode will add 1d6 whenever it makes a next saving throw. So yeah, so you can choose to toggle all the 3 at the same time, so as soon as you do something here that makes it toggles, you use the Bardic Inspiration. You can't use for the 3. As soon as you use one mode, all the others go away. I kinda don't like how it is. On D&D, the Bardic Inspiration is much better because you can actually, let's say someone casts a next spell on you and you want to pass it. And then you throw your d20 and you have an 8. Adding your bonuses, you are 1 or 2 points short of the DC only. Maybe you don't know the DC, but you can estimate it. So in this case, you could choose to use the Bardic Inspiration if you had one, and throw the d6. You know, so you can actually choose to use Bardic Inspiration after you see the roll, or the 20 that you rolled. So yeah, that's much better. But I have high hopes they will add that, because one of the Bard subclasses, and Bards have two, they actually have one ability that's working with reaction. You spend your own reaction. I don't know why they would do that and not bonus action, unless they are planning to do the overhaul reactions and stuff. But let's see. Let's see. Now, okay, that's the Bard. What's the best race? Guys, I'm sorry. The best race is the half-elf. 2 charisma, that's what Bard needs. 1 dexterity, that's great because we can't use armor that's better than light. And 1 constitution, that's always good. There is one subclass from the Bard that gives you access to medium armor. So in that case you only need 14 dexterity, so then the half-elf becomes a little bit worse, but still 2 charisma and 1 constitution and plus 1 constitution is fucking great, you know. So the half-elf is the best one, any of them. I prefer the woods, but the high is okay, the drow is alright. Then would be the human, yeah. Then we'd go for the halfling, this one here, yeah. And that's it, that's the best. You can also have the tiefling that gets courage, but I don't like the tiefling for bards. I just don't think intelligence or strength would help, but you can be a tiefling bard, they are pretty neat. So yeah, so that's the best race. And now for our skills. Well, as a bard you actually get plenty of skills, 3 of them, so that's pretty good. You should try and maximize your charisma skill, guys. So get deception, get performance, so you can use your instruments and attract a crowd and stuff like that. Get persuasion. I mean, performance will give you money. I don't know how good it is right now, but I would always get performance as a bard, just thematically. But maybe it sucks. I know if you can use an instrument to perform to public here on the game and get some gold and get some stuff and draw attention. I'm hoping that's based on your role and performance. But I would go for charisma, mainly charisma skills, alright? And for your origin, your background, get whatever you need. But never forget, you should have acrobatics. Your dexterity will be fairly high, unless you're using medium armor, then still will be very good. Will be 14. So you should get acrobatics so you can resist being shoved. Now for our attributes. As I said before, the best is the half-elf. Especially the half wood elf. Yeah, they have nice hair combinations now. They're fucking great, guys. They're fucking great. You should check it out. And as you could see, they have the gnome race now. Not as good for a bard, but I hate gnomes personally. But they're nice in this game. They're much better than the halflings. They should look like mini elves. Look, yeah, they're cute here. Okay, so what we get for the constitution here? What we get for the abilities? You want to charisma maximized. Not 17, 16 is alright. And you want to have the maximum constitution you can have, and the maximum dexterity you can have. So what a bard, half elf, wood elf, you can do it like that. 10 strength, 16 dexterity, 16 constitution, 8, 16 charisma. That's pretty much the best you can do, I think. If you're going level 3, you can choose your bard subclass. If you're going for the valor bard, you can afford to start with 14th dexterity, because that will be the maximum dexterity you can use for medium armors, and then you can spend your points elsewhere, so you could not be a dumb fuck, you know? Or maybe you want to increase more your strength so you can carry stuff around, I don't know. So you choose whatever you need here, but you know the basics here. So that's pretty much the Bard class guide, and stay tuned for the Hell guide. It'll be a little bit bigger. Thank you for watching, and so you don't lose the next video, subscribe to the channel. See ya.